Imagine a picture-perfect Christmas morning in 1996. A wealthy family in idyllic Boulder, Colorado, awakens to holiday joy, only to discover their 6-year-old daughter missing, a bizarre ransom note demanding $118,000, and a heartbreaking revelation in their own basement. JonBenét Ramsey, the child beauty queen whose smile lit up pageants, became the center of one of America's most baffling unsolved cases, sparking endless theories of intruders, family secrets, and media madness. Nearly 3 decades later, with DNA advances teasing closure, why does her fate remain a mystery? Dive in with us as we trace the timeline and characters of this haunting enigma, a story that questions trust, innocence, and justice itself. Welcome to Bite-Size Unsolved Crime Channel, your hub for the deepest dives into history's unresolved riddles. If true crime tales and historical puzzles keep you up at night, subscribe now and enable notifications for more compelling content. Today, we're revisiting the tragic case of JonBenét Ramsey, an incident that exposed the dark undercurrents of suburban perfection and captivated the nation with its web of clues and contradictions. To fully appreciate this mystery, let's step back into the mid-1990s. America is prosperous under President Clinton, with the internet dawning and the O.J. Simpson trial fresh in minds, fueling a media obsession with high-profile crimes. Boulder, Colorado, a serene college town nestled against the Rocky Mountains, boasts low crime rates and affluent neighborhoods. Child beauty pageants are booming, glamorizing young girls in sequins and makeup, though controversial for some. It's an era of apparent safety, but beneath lurks vulnerability, especially for the prominent Ramsey family. At the heart is JonBenét Patricia Ramsey, born August 6, 1990, a vibrant 6-year-old with golden curls, sparkling blue eyes, and an infectious energy. Named after her father, she was a budding performer, winning titles like Little Miss Colorado and America's Royale Miss, often seen in elaborate costumes mimicking adult stars. Friends described her as kind, artistic, and full of life, enjoying skiing, violin, and family time. Yet her pageant world drew scrutiny, painting her as more mature than her years. Her mother, Patsy Ramsey, was a 39-year-old former beauty queen from West Virginia, crowned Miss West Virginia in 1977. Elegant and poised, with short brown hair and a southern charm, Patsy was a devoted homemaker and socialite, organizing lavish parties and entering JonBenét in contests to share her passion. A breast cancer survivor, she was seen as fiercely protective, though critics later questioned her ambitions. Father JonBenét Ramsey, 53, was a successful executive heading up Access Graphics, a computer firm that hit $1 billion in sales. Tall, distinguished, and a calm demeanor, John was a Michigan native, Navy veteran, and twice-married family man. Portrayed as stoic and business-minded, he provided a luxurious life in their 15-room residential Tudor home. Older brother Burke Ramsey, just 9 at the time, was a quiet, intelligent boy interested in scouting and model airplanes. Often overshadowed by the spotlight on his sister, Burke later pursued a low-profile life in tech. The timeline unfolds on December 25, 1996, Christmas Day. The Ramseys attend a festive party at friend's home, returning around 9 p.m. JonBenét falls asleep in the car and is carried to bed. The family plans an early flight to Michigan the next day. On December 26 at 5:52 a.m., Patsy discovers a 3-page ransom note on the back staircase, warning of JonBenét's kidnapping and demanding $118,000, oddly matching John's recent bonus. John calls 911 at 5:52 a.m., reporting her missing. Police arrive swiftly, but the scene isn't secured. Friends and family gather, potentially contaminating evidence. By 1 p.m., after no kidnapper call, John and a friend search the house. In the basement wine cellar, a room rarely used, they find JonBenét unalived, bound with cord, duct tape over her mouth, and wrapped in a blanket. She had suffered head trauma and strangulation. The discovery shifts the case from kidnapping to tragedy, with an autopsy confirming the details. Media descends like a storm, dubbing it the crime of the century. Theories start to circulate. Was it an intruder via a broken basement window? Further evidence supported this with unidentified male DNA found on her clothing and an unknown boot print located in the basement. Or was it more sinister? Maybe it was family involvement which were fueled by the notes, handwriting, which has striking similarities to Patsy's. Furthermore, the undisturbed snow outside and odd behaviors like the parents' TV interviews further supported claims that the parents could be involved. Investigators, including Boulder PD Detective Linda Arndt, a determined officer who noted the inconsistencies, and District Attorney Alex Hunter, who was later criticized for leniency toward the wealthy family. The FBI joined in the efforts, but jurisdictional clashes hinder progressing. In 1997, the Ramseys hire lawyers and PR, refusing formal interviews initially, heightening suspicion. Tabloids speculate wildly, from pedophile rings to pageant rivals. By 1998, a grand jury convenes, hearing from over 30 witnesses. In 1999, they vote to indict the parents for child abuse resulting in death, but DA Hunter declines, citing insufficient evidence. The 2000s bring twists. In 2006, John Mark Carr, a 41-year-old teacher with a creepy fixation on the case, confesses from Thailand, describing himself as slender, effeminate, and obsessed. Extradited, his DNA doesn't match, exposing a false confession. In 2008, New Touch DNA technology exonerates the Ramseys, pointing to an unknown male. Patsy passes from cancer in 2006, never cleared in life. Burke, the older brother of JonBenét, went on TV in 2016, speaks publicly on Dr. Phil, denying involvement amid lawsuits against theorists. Suspects over years include housekeeper Linda Hoffman-Pugh, who knew home details, Bill McReynolds, a Santa Claus at their party, eccentric with a white beard and jolly persona, though cleared, and Gary Oliva, a convicted pedophile nearby who claimed knowledge but lacked evidence. As of 2025, the case remains open. A 2023 cold case team revives hope with advanced DNA genealogy, like that used in the Golden State Killer case, potentially identifying the intruder. John Ramsey, now in his 80s, advocates for further testing, optimistic about resolution. The enigma endures due to botched initial response, media sensationalism, and conflicting evidence. A broken window, garroted from household items, yet no forced entry signs. It symbolizes lost innocence in a seemingly safe world. As we conclude this poignant exploration of JonBenét Ramsey's unsolved story, it's a stark reminder that some truths lie buried, awaiting discovery. Do you believe it was an intruder or something closer to home? Comment your thoughts below, hit the like button if this moved you, and share with others intrigued by unsolved crime. Subscribe for more historical deep dives that unravel the past. Thanks for watching. Keep seeking answers, and we will see you in the next one.